Hi, everyone, and thank you for listening. You're listening to Cooking with Positivity. I am your host, Zakia McCoy, and we're going to jump right in. We're continuing Entrepreneur Month, and I'm going to go ahead and read our positivity poem for the month so we can get to our guests. Positivity paves the road. With a positive attitude, you create positive results. You get more with the glass half full mindset than a glass half empty outlook. Cook believing that everything will turn out perfect and you already have a recipe that is sublime. Now, thank you for joining us again. Our guest is Heavenly Bramble, and she is the founder and CEO of Heavenly Experience VA. Heavenly has taken the virtual assistant world by storm with her Bronx savvy, Richmond knowledge, and a bachelor's degree in writing and technical communication. This hardworking mother and wife left her state government job of 6 years to focus on her business full time. Inspired by her husband and son, Heavenly named and launched Heavenly Experience VA, providing customer service, schedule management, email marketing, and research marketing, and inspiring entrepreneurs who want to start a virtual company. Welcome, Heavenly.
Hi. You hear
Also,
me?
my business bestie. I left that part out, but I'm so glad you joined us.
No, I'm glad to be here.
Now, I want to kick it right off with what are three things that people get wrong about virtual assistants?
Um, well, the first thing people get wrong with virtual assistant is they believe that it's a personal assistant and not virtual. So, what I mean by personal, people believe that virtual assistants can come and personally come to their business and pick up whatever task they have, running to the post office or just doing little errands. That's a personal assistant would do and not virtual. So that's one of the first things that people get wrong. Virtual, as you know, has the word
Yeah.
virtual, where we are online businesses and we're not physically at your business or office, and that we run our own business from home. We're our own entrepreneurs and independent contractors. Another one is virtual. People believe virtual assistants can do everything, as in, especially with the booming uh, internet world, with social media marketing, emails, and Facebook ad person and web designer. They believe a virtual assistant can do all of that in one. And
No.
that is not what a virtual assistant does. They specialize in certain aspects of those different um, techniques and skills, but most cannot do all of those tasks. And then lastly, they believe that a virtual assistant can, you know, it's they don't treat them as a business owner. They treat them as an employee, and
Wow.
usually there's like they give them a undercut pay, and don't believe that virtual assistants have their own business. We have our own taxes that we have to take care of, and so that is a last thing. They just think that they are an employee of their company and not their own actual independent contractor and business owner.
That's understandable. I think when people hear the word assistant, they think of the traditional term assistant and everything that entails. So
Mm-hmm.
thank you for clearing that up for us. Now, what are you known for as far as your virtual assistance company? We did mention that you do research marketing for companies and email marketing. What are some other things that you specialize in or are known for in your virtual assistance business?
Well, I mean, I've been known when I started my company over 2.5 years ago. A lot that I did was focus on scheduling management as well as research marketing, scheduling, making sure that my clients, their appointments were scheduled in an organized manner, as well as taking appointments for them. And then with researching, just a lot of clients have a lot of tasks that they do. I know I've specialized with law firms where there was a lot of research that they needed me to do for their clients that they were representing. So that's something that I did for my clients, as well as some other clients that I've worked with, authors, and they had needed me to like look up something that they wanted to post onto their website or to their blogs, and I would find that information for them. So that is something that I specialized in when I was doing my virtual assistant.
No,
Now,
okay, that's awesome.
I know you said, what else do I do? I do now. I'm coaching women who want to get into that virtual assistant world and see how they can jump started and the right task and tools to utilize when coming into being a virtual assistant.
That is awesome. Now, how has positivity led to or helped you succeed in your business endeavors?
Yeah, so I mean that's the main thing I've always had going into starting it, is positivity. You can't you can't run without it. So it
Definitely.
gives you a lot of courage. I know before I first started my business, with any business owner, you're nervous of putting yourself out there, but you
Yes,
think about the positive outcome. What's the best that can happen, and that's what drives me and motivates me to do what I do, and that's what's kept me going over the years, and that's positivity. Everybody should have that and continue, and then you'll see how successful you become when you are continuing that positive mindset.
definitely. Now, I know you said you're doing the coaching now as opposed to running your day-to-day virtual assistant business, but you're getting other people who want to be virtual assistants
Mhm.
into the business. Now, what 3 tips would you give them for aspiring virtual assistants?
Yeah. So what I always tell anybody that wants to become a virtual assistant or in the programs that I offer is the first one. Um, what what tasks do you specialize in that you're very good in? That's the first thing that I tell people to write down the tasks that you are good in, whether it's writing, or you're good with web design, or good with Facebook algorithms, all different types of specializations that that person offers. Write them down, and there's always a uh, opportunity for those skills that you have that we can work towards you marketing yourself to the right people with that. And then the second, once we write those skills that you have, then we go ahead and focus on, well, what clients are looking for those services that you can offer. And so that's where we go and start looking where those clients are at, where they hang out, how you can market yourself to those clients, and um, brand yourself to them for you to attract yourself to them. And then and lastly, definitely always make sure that you have your business systems in order, making sure that you have your contracts and your
Yeah,
um, proposals and your just legal work all straightened out before you even sign those clients. So yeah, those are the three things that I would suggest and recommend to people looking into it. Mhm.
those are very good tips. And now, what song keeps you positive? If you're having a bad day or you're just, not in a clear headspace, what song keeps you motivated and positive?
Mhm. Well, I love my gospel music, so I would definitely say "Smile" by Kirk Franklin. That's
Oh,
a
right.
uplifting songs. Sometimes I listen to it to start my day off, and it starts you off with that positivity of smiling. You woke up from another day, and go ahead and start with your grind with great positive mindset and keep pushing forward throughout the day.
I actually listened to that song yesterday. It definitely helped me. Now, what or how does a business decide whether they need a virtual assistant versus a traditional assistant?
Exactly. That's a great question. The first thing that I tell people who say they may need one is first write a list of the tasks that you need help with and see if that falls under a virtual assistant helping you with that, or a traditional assistant that you need physical at your office or your workplace. And once you write those tasks, then reach out to a virtual assistant, and let them know these are the tasks that I have that I'm looking for. If someone says, "Oh, I need someone to help me with my um, organizing of my emails or help publish social media posts," that is definitely something a virtual assistant can do. So I would tell any business owner that they need to write out specifically the tasks that they do, go through their everyday work life, and they say, "Oh, I'm struggling with this. Let me write that down real quick so I can let someone know that this is what I need help with," and makes it easier um, for a virtual assistant to help them with that.
Okay. Now, you are a mom and wife,
Mhm.
so I know there's some cooking involved. What meal do you enjoy cooking the most?
Well, my easiest and favorite one to do is chili. So I
All
definitely
right.
love cooking that. Cook that at least once or every other week for my family, and they love to eat that as well.
You're making me want to go make some chili right now. Okay. And what brought you to become a virtual assistant?
Well, I had when I was working with my government job, I always wanted to start my own business, but didn't know what business I was going to start. And I wanted to make extra income, and that's how I start working from home part time as a sales agent on the phone. And someone mentioned a virtual assistant through the company I was doing part time, and I researched it, and it was because it intrigued me. And once I started learning about it, the first thing that popped out was, most of them talked about administrative work that you can do from home being a virtual assistant. And I said, well, this is what I'm doing full time with my government job. I had a
Yeah.
lot of administrative skills and background. So I packaged up the skills that I had, and just that's how I started, and said, okay, I feel like I could start a business this way. And I reached out to some other um, VAs that were in the industry longer than me and asked them questions as well. And it kind of pushed me to say, if they can do it, I can do it too. And that's how I started, just by wanting to earn extra income and work from home. And I just been working from home ever since.
Those are great reasons to want to start any kind of career is to have interest in it. That is for sure. Now, what two books inspired you when you were going into business?
Uh, that's a good question. So I definitely read a lot of financial books. I'm a big financial guru, and one book that I read was by Susie Orman. I don't remember the title, but I think it was like women women making money or something like that, by Susie Orman. And then another big not big financial. Another book that I read that I love is Dave Ramsey. He's another financial guru, and just those two financial books, they talked about having your own business inside of the books. They're not big entrepreneur books, but it did mention some of the entrepreneur aspect of starting a business in it. So, and over the years after that, that's when I really got into reading other entrepreneurship book. One of my favorites is Business Boutique by Christy Wright, and she talks to women specifically who want to find their passion and starting their own business with those passions. So that's a very good book, The Business Boutique.
Okay, that's amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually gonna check out the Business Boutique now that you've mentioned it. It came up on one of my, recommended books to read, but
Mm-hmm.
I've been reading so much,
Yes. Mm-hmm.
so many other books, heavy into the books. Now, can we expect a book from you? I know you collaborated with me on the Mother book the first 9 months. That was a fun experience. Can
Yeah.
we expect a book from you based on your endeavors right now?
I'm not working on a book right now.
No, okay.
And maybe a blog. You might be able to catch me. I was blogging before and I slowed down, so I may be going back into blogging again. So that is something that you all could expect. Catching my blogs.
Blogging is a great gateway into writing a book. I promise you. That's how I started out. And I wanted to write more. So I'm crossing my fingers. Hopefully, we can get that book from you. Now, can you expand on what you're working on now? You said you're working on the coaching program for entrepreneurs who want to create a virtual assistance business or a virtual company.
So I mean, right now, the main thing that I'm focusing on is women entrepreneurs who are moms who are trying to make extra income for their family, as well as if they are trying to stay at home with their children, because that's what I do, and focusing on helping those women who want to see what kind of business they can start, or even if they do know how they can actually flourish in starting those businesses. So I do. My main passion is working with women who have children or are expecting and want to work from home full time. And yeah, so that is something that I'm excited about doing.
That sounds awesome. Now, can we tell the people how we can get in contact with you, handles, blogs, all of that fun stuff?
Yeah, I mean, of course, on Instagram, I have my heavily experienced VA. You can always follow me there and message me on there. You can always find me online under Heavenly Bramble. So yeah, I mean, I am doing a lot. I catch me in one of my fitness classes if you're in Richmond. My spin classes, and then also started back up my book club with you, Zakia.
Yeah.
So that you can catch us on there as well. So I'm all over the place. Just find me online, Heavenly Bramble.
Phenomenal Women's Book Club is the name of the book club. If you are in Richmond or Chesterfield area and you're looking for a great book club,
Mm-hmm.
check us out. Now, I want to thank you for joining us.
Well,
It's been so much fun.
thank you. Thank you for having me.
Now, for next week, we're going to have our last woman entrepreneur, and she is one of the youngest entrepreneurs that I've met. She started a website or weblog called Inspire Chic, and I am looking forward to interviewing her. So, you guys join us next week for that interview and look out for Heavenly's coaching program and everything Heavenly experience. You guys have a great day.
All right. Bye bye.